Hi there. Hi again. So I'm gonna be doing the lecture, well, the tutorial on the calibration of the motors. And let me just take you quickly through the Arduino code, and then you can see exactly the functions that you're going to be using for this. So at this stage, you would have seen this structure before. So this is based on the template, which is covered in a previous tutorial. And I'm just going to be taking you through these three functions over here. Now, which is the motor movement, the motor position, and the initial position. Now, this is important because at this stage you would have had the MIIA's top body assembled, the legs assembled, and the feet assembled individually. But now you need to attach these to the legs to the head and the feet to the legs. Now you want to make sure that the initial that these motor positions are set to the initial position, which in our case is 90, because as I said in a previous tutorial, the servo motors move from 0 to 90 to 180. So it needs to be 90 to be able to move up and down. So to do this, we'd go through, we'd basically, let me just take these things out because these are for the for other functions. So to do this, you'll uncomment the initial position now. And what this does is you'll, okay, compile the sketch, upload it. And what this does is if you go to tools, so you will see we go through the start of the calibration code, and then it loops through this, and and it basically tells you that all the motors are at 90, and that's at basically using this function right at the bottom over here, and that just sets all the motors to the 90 degrees. Um, so at this point, you'll set all your motors to 90, and then you'll screw your motors in, and this is quite important for your structure. You want to make sure this is perfect. So yes, so this is the first step of the calibration process. Next, the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure of the movement of of the motors. And to do this, you'd, as before, you'll uncomment this out, choose which motor you want to move. So I want to move motor 2, which you'll see is the right ankle, and we'll run that. And this basically checks the movement of the motor. So it will take the motor and take it to a position 0, then 90, and then 180 again, and then it will loop through like that. So you'll see that if it's a foot, it will be going up and down, and you'll see that over here. If we'll get there, yeah. So motor 2 movement, so we're at 90, we're at 0, we're at 90 again, and we're at 180. And you'll see from whatever motor you're using, you'll see that part of the robot moving. So this is quite important because you see that the motor can handle that sort of range. So in any future functions, you know that your motors are fine. Okay, so the next thing is your motor position. So you may want to have more of a fine tuning of things, and you want to be able to set each motor to an individual angle. So basically, you'll uncomment this one, and you okay, we'll keep motor 2, and we'll say we want motor 2 to go to a position of, from the 90 degrees you want it to go to, say, 120. And this is basically, if 90 is 0, then you'll go, that's basically 30. So yeah, so let's upload that. Again, same thing, serial monitor. Okay, if we get there. Yeah, so we see motor 2 is at angle 120, and you'll see on your motor that your angle has changed on whatever part you chose. So you see it just loops through that, and that should be fine. So that's about it. You'll do this for each individual motors. So you'll check the movement of either 1, 2, 3, or 4, and you can check whatever angle you want. But the most important thing is your initial position. You want to make sure that's fine, and then you want to make sure that your motors are able to move throughout the whole sweep. And then if you want to, you can go into the position, just to make sure. But this again is it's not necessary. This one and this one, that's the most important things. Thank you.